I'm broadcasting it now.
Okay. Whom should I send?
All right, we have people coming in. Hello. All right. I'm seeing all those familiar names. Hope everybody is doing good. I will wait for a couple of minutes for everybody to join. All right. I think we have a couple of minutes and we can get started with, and people will join as we go. So just want to give a little housekeeping and the Zoom video. Can everybody see? Can everybody hear me? And let's see. Okay. All right. So as most of you know, I'm Pratik from iMotion Physical Therapy, and I am really happy to see all those familiar faces. And today is the first time we are doing this webinar. I'm in Hawaii. No, I'm just kidding. It's the virtual background from Zoom. And today we have Dhaval Butch. He owns the physical therapy practice, Om Yoga and PT in Bakersfield. And he's been practicing yoga and integrative medicine with the physical therapy and bringing the excellent results for the patients. Before we get started, I want to give some orientation about Zoom webinars if you're not familiar. On the right side corner, you will see the gallery view, speaker view. So you can click on speaker view to see better view of the speaker who is talking. And if you are in the gallery view, then once you click on, once you roll your cursor on the person who is talking, and you can pin the video, right? Click on that 3 blue dots and pin the video. So if you have any background noise or anything, then it does not change the screen and you can continue seeing the person who is talking. We have the Q&A. So we will keep one place to answer, to ask the question and answer. There is other option of the chat also. Sometimes going back and forth, it becomes hard to find out whose question we answered and whom we did not. So we will use the question and answer. I'll put a couple of polls in between, and I will pass the button to Mr. Dhaval Butch from Bakersfield.
Hello, everybody. I want to thank Pratik for arranging and organizing this first of a kind webinar through Zoom. I am very new to this. This is absolutely my first time. And I want to thank you all for taking the time to register and stay here with us for about an hour or so that we will be having this program. And also, as Pratik mentioned, we will have a Q&A, but I would like to request everybody to hold off on their questions, maybe towards the end of the presentation, after we're finished with the whole series of different exercises and techniques that I'm about to teach you all. So that way we can try to do our best to address as many questions as possible in the amount of time that we have. So thanks for the introduction.
Can I interrupt you? I think people have. So if you see only his name and if you do not see his picture, you have to click on the gallery view and find him. Can you wave so they can people can see who you are, right? And then on the right side, on the right corner of that screen, there are the 3 dots in the blue box, and click on that and pin the video. If you have not pinned the video, then it will not. So let me share my screen with you guys so you can see what I'm talking about. So if you, I think you, Devalbhai, can you see my screen with the pictures of you and me?
Yeah, our pictures are on the side of the screen right now.
Right. So if the picture, it can be at the top also, and all you have to do is click here and pin video. Once you pin the video, you can see the person on who is talking. All right, I'm going to stop the screen. And yes, I think there is a Darshan raised the hand. Can I help you, Darshan?
I think everybody's microphone is on mute. Is that correct? Because somebody's asking
yeah,
a
because
question.
it is the webinar, so people cannot talk. No, so everybody else is on the mute. Only the panelists are microphones are on, so it should be fine. So good, Leslie. I'm glad that you can see the well. Just pin the video.
I believe the 3 buttons are on the top right-hand corner of the screen. And then you just double click on those and then it gives you the option to pin the video.
And you have to, and at the top, you have to change it to the speaker view. If it is the gallery view, please change it, click on it and it will change it to speaker view on the right corner. Okay, if you are on the suite, see him. Yes, double. If you see both of us, just double click, and on the top you can change it to the speaker view. All right, I can see the okay. Darshan is able to see you. Am I webinar majan? Just double click on the. Let me tell you on the how to do it on iPhone. Mayur? તે કર્યું નથી રજીસ્ટર કઈ તો પછી really quickly I had to okay I had to get the iPhone. So if you swipe the iPhone, hold on one second. Yeah, seems like it is doing only one person. All right, I have turned off my video so you can see only the, how about now? Everybody should be able to see only him. And if you turn the iPhone sideways, then it should, or it should be able to make the bigger screen, full screen. And if not, then you should be able to see only his screen, not mine. Okay, all right, I think we can get started.
So thanks for the patience with during these technical difficulties that we are trying to adjust, as this is our first time. So coming to the topic of stretching and relaxation during these stressful times. So we have all been bombarded with a lot of information about the pandemic currently that has engulfed the entire world, and so many countries and so many people have been affected. And now we're beginning to see a lot of people affected in the United States, New York, California, etc. So I'm not going to go into all those statistics and bore you with more information and increase your potential stress. But I'm also hoping that you are all doing good with social distancing, observing proper precautions to keep washing your hands regularly, and taking good care of yourself as you are sheltered in place at this point in time. What I wanted to share also, in addition to what has already been out in the media through different medias, is simple but very powerful techniques that we can use on a day-to-day basis in not only dealing with the current COVID-19 pandemic, but these techniques will help us in all situations in our life, whether it is so drastic as this condition or even other stresses of day-to-day living, living at home, working in a office setting, or owning your own business, or whatever it may be. So in addition to the other precautions that you're already following, I would like to suggest a few simple tips that can be observed and done very easily without buying any special equipment or any exercise equipment or anything like that. So first thing is hydration. More than 70% of our body is made of water, as you all may be aware. And so hydration is very important, especially with the coronavirus affection out there. Warm water has been recommended. That warm water is very good for your system, because the coronavirus apparently also does not take heat well. So warm water is recommended. You can make it a warm water tea, including ginger, and maybe you can add a few black pepper pods in it, or you can throw half a cinnamon stick and boil it for about 5 minutes and allow it to cool down comfortably, and drink it as hot as you can comfortably take. So that's very important. Also, try to eat warm food. Try not to eat very cold food. Try to stay away from proteins based out of meat products. Stay with vegetarian food, healthy vegetarian food. Stay with fresh fruits. And whatever you buy from the store, make sure that you wash it thoroughly. Wash your hands before washing the vegetables and fruits, and then wash them again afterwards. Very basic, simple things that you can practice and follow. And in addition to that, I'm going to be going over some simple exercises and stretches that you can do. So the coronavirus has a predilection, and it has a tendency to affect a person's respiratory system, especially the lungs. And a lot of pictures have been floating out in the social media about how the lungs look on x-rays when it's in a fully blown infected person. So what can we do to help with exercising and energizing the respiratory system? And in addition to that, we'll be doing certain exercises to loosen up the stressful muscles that tend to get tight and tender in a lot of people when they get encountered with a lot of stress, especially when it's mental, emotional stresses. So the first few areas that get affected by tension and stress is in the neck and in the upper shoulder area, and also in between the shoulder blades. So I'll start with some simple movements and exercises involving from the top, whatever we can cover in this short amount of time that we have. So we'll start with simple exercises. Watch me do them once, and then you can also do along with me. So the important thing to remember is that you should be in a comfortable sitting position. You can even do these standing up, but make sure you're not around any furniture or tables that could potentially damage or injure you when you're moving your arms in different directions as we will be doing the exercises. And like I said, you can be sitting in your sofa or preferably not a sofa, because most sofas tend to make it sink in. But if you can sit in a more upright position or in a dining table chair or something like that, that will allow you to have a good upright posture. So the most important thing to do when doing these different exercises is to synchronize your breathing with each movement and trying to pay attention to the muscles and the areas that are being stretched. So let's start with the head and neck movements. We will begin in the neutral position. So this is the neutral position. And preferably, once you get the movement in your mind by observing me, it will be most ideal if you can do the exercises with your eyes closed. That way you can tune in better with the powerful positive effects of the movements synchronized with your breathing. So start by beginning in the neutral position. Begin by breathing in slowly and deeply through the nose. And when you breathe out slowly through the mouth, and start to bend the head forward and down like this. Trying to gently touch the chin to the chest or the breastbone without any strain, and feel the stretch in the back of the neck. And then slowly breathing in, come back up, and then continue upwards as you try to look up to the ceiling, and feel the stretch in the front of the neck and the throat region. And then come back as you breathe in. And then slowly breathe out. Breathe in, come back to the neutral position. I apologize. And then breathe out. Breathe in, come back to neutral. One more time, breathe out, going forward and down. Breathe in, slowly come up. Slowly breathe out, bend back. Breathe in, come back to neutral. Slowly breathing out, one last time, bending forward. Breathing in, come back up. Breathing out, continue back, one last time. Breathing in, come back up. and then stay in the neutral position. Take another gentle deep breath in and very slowly breathe out through the mouth. And then gently and slowly open your eyes. So you may have a question in your mind why I'm asking you to breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. Normally, when we breathe out through the nose, we have very little control over the amount of time the air comes out during exhalation. However, by prolonging the exhalation, by breathing out through the mouth very slowly and softly, you're allowing more time for the exhale to happen, number one. Number two, you're allowing all the stale air to come out more easily, which normally does not tend to come out of the lungs because we have a shallow breathing pattern. And number three, because you're breathing slowly and doing the movement slowly, you will never strain or hurt yourself, and you will know exactly what your range of stretch is and then stop at that point without hurting yourself. So that's the importance of breathing into the nose slowly and out through the mouth slowly whenever we do these exercises. Second exercise, start by breathing in the neutral position, and then slowly turn to your left. So you're stretching the right side of the neck as if you're looking over the left shoulder. And then hold 1, 2, 3. Slowly breathing in, come back to the center of the neutral position. And then slowly breathing out. Try to look over the right shoulder, going to your right. And then hold 1, 2, 3. Slowly breathing in, come back to the center. Slowly breathing out, continue to the left, looking over the left shoulder without any strain. Hold 1, 2, 3. Slowly breathing into the center. Slowly breathing out. Continue to the right side, looking over the right shoulder without twisting the body. Hold 1, 2, 3. Slowly breathing in, come back to the center. And then slowly breathing out one last time to the left. Hold 1, 2, 3. Slowly breathing into the center. And then slowly breathing out one last time to the right. Keep the eyes closed throughout. Enjoy the gentle stretching effect in the neck. And again, breathing in back to the center position. Stay in the neutral position without any movement. And now slowly exhale through the center of the lips. And very gently open your eyes. So that was the second exercise, a rotation stretch. The third one is a side bending stretch. And again, you will stretch the right side first and then stretch the left side first. So you will begin in the neutral position, inhaling through the nose, slowly and deeply. And slowly and gently side bend to your left. So you're stretching the right side of the neck. And then hold 1, 2, 3. And then slowly breathing in, come back to the center position. And then slowly breathe out to your right side. So you're now stretching the left side. Hold 1, 2, 3. And then slowly breathing in, come back to the center position. And then slowly breathing out. Continue to your left. Stretching the right side again. Hold 1, 2, 3. Slowly breathing in, come back to the center neutral position. And then gently breathing out to your right. Stretching the left side, hold 1, 2, 3. Slowly breathing in back to the center. And one last time. Stretch the right side again. Slowly breathing in, come back to the neutral. And gently breathing out. One last time. Stretching the left side. Hold 1, 2, 3. Slowly breathing in, come back to the neutral position. Stay in the neutral position and slowly exhale through the center of the lips. And then very gently and slowly open your eyes. So these are simple exercises to stretch all the neck and shoulder muscles. Now we'll target a little bit more on the shoulder girdle, the shoulder joint, the pectoral muscles, and then also the muscles in between the shoulder blades. Okay, so these are all muscles that have a tendency to get very tight. Not only just because of stress that we are experiencing now, but most of the activities that we do are all in front of us. So for example, if you're typing at a computer, we are doing like this. Or if you're on the phone, we're doing like this. So all these have an effect of straining and tightening all these muscles in these areas. So these exercises will beautifully help to gently stretch them and allow the muscles to be relaxed after the stretching movements. So what we will do is we'll start by doing some shoulder girdle rolls. So what you're going to do is you're going to bring all your fingertips like this together and then gently rest them on top of the shoulder like this. Okay, keeping the elbows comfortably bent. So what you will do is I'm just going to undo my sleeves to allow for freedom of movement. Okay, so you will allow your elbows, if you can touch the elbows together, that's great. If you cannot, that's perfectly fine. So you begin in the starting neutral position with the elbow in line with the shoulder. Okay, like this. So you will slowly and gently breathe in, going up, elbows pointing to the ceiling. And then move the elbows back as you continue the inhalation. And now as you bring the elbows down, you breathe out. And then gently squeezing the chest with the arms, inner arms. Exhale fully. This is the fully exhale position. So upper half circle, you will breathe in, going up and back. And then lower half circle, breathing out. Coming back to the neutral position. I'm just going to change my position a little bit so you can see. Breathing in. And then breathing out. And again, one more time, breathing in. And then breathing out. So now in the reverse direction, same breathing pattern. Inhale going back and up. And then exhale coming forward and down. Breathing in. And then breathing out. Breathing in. And then breathing out. And then gently relax. Rest your hands in your laps. Keep your eyes closed. Take a long, deep inhalation. Slowly and gently. Breathing out through the mouth. Feel a beautiful relaxing effect in the shoulders, the shoulder girdle muscles. And gently and slowly open your eyes. Okay. So now we will go further down to energize the elbow, arm, and to some extent the forearms. Okay. So I'm just going to slide back a little bit so you can see more clearly. So begin with both the hands out in front of you like this. Keep your fingers comfortably open. And then breathing in, open up the fingers. And then slowly, as you begin to breathe out, bring the fingers together. And then bring them on the shoulder tops. Again, breathing in, straighten the elbows, open the fingers, stretch them out. And then slowly breathing out. Slowly breathing in, all at your comfortable pace. Stretch the elbows out, open the fingers wide comfortably. And then slowly breathing out. And then gently breathing in. And then slowly, as you breathe out, relax the hands back on the lap. Take another deep, gentle inhalation. Slowly exhaling through the center of the lips. Feel the beautiful relaxing and energizing effect in the arms, elbows, and forearms. And slowly and gently open your eyes. So that's the arms and the elbows. So now we're going to focus on the fingers, the hands, and the wrist joints. Very, very simple, very powerful exercises. So gently rest the hands out in front of you, again at the shoulder level. If you have some issues with the shoulder, you can hold them like this also. Most beneficial like this, slightly less beneficial like this. But whatever is easy and comfortable for you. We're not here to hurt ourselves. We are here to benefit from these techniques and try to do any modifications as needed. So starting with the hands out like this, fingers relaxed, pointing to the ground, slowly breathing in, stretch both the hands up, fingers pointing to the sky, and then slowly breathing out, gently relaxing. I'm going to just turn to the side so you have a benefit of the side view. So breathing in, and then breathing out. One last one, breathing in, and then breathing out. And then gently relax the hands. Gently close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. Slowly and softly breathing out through the center of the lips. Feel a beautiful energizing effect in the hands and the fingers in the forearms. And make a gentle effort to slowly open your eyes. So that was for the wrist joints. Now the next one is for the hands and the fingers. So the movement, again, hands are out like this. Fingers are stretched out. I'm just going to turn to the side so you get an idea. So you're doing it with both the hands. I'm just keeping one hand here so you have a clear view. So you will open up the fingers, breathing in. And then slowly breathing out, fold the thumb into the palm. And then comfortably, without any strain, squeeze tight on the thumb with the fingers as you exhale. So breathing in, slow, long, and deep. And then slowly breathing out. Again, breathing in. Slowly breathing out. Slowly breathing in. Slowly breathing out. One last one. And then gently relax the hands in the lap. Take a gentle, deep, long inhalation slowly. And then slowly breathing out through the center of the lips. Feel a beautiful energizing effect in the fingers and the hands. And gently and slowly open your eyes. So there's one more for the wrist, is the wrist rotation. So in this, what you will do is you will lightly Don't squeeze tight like I'm showing right now, but just gently cover the thumbs lightly with your fingers like that. So you're not squeezing tight, you're just holding them softly like this. So the movement again is like this. So at your comfortable pace, you will just gently rotate the wrist joints in one direction. And then reverse. So you might hear some snap, crackle, and pop in your wrist joints or your fingers. That's just an indication of tightness and stiffness. Eventually, with practice, this will all go away and you'll have smooth, beautiful movements. And then again, gently relax the hands in your lap. Take a deep, long inhalation, keeping your eyes closed. And very slowly breathing out through the mouth. Feel a beautiful energizing effect in the fingers, the hands, and the forearms. Very gently and slowly open your eyes. So my dear friend, we covered a few exercises, including the neck, the shoulder girdle, the elbow, the wrist joints, the fingers, and then the wrist rotations both ways. So due to limitation of time on our schedule for today, we only did 3 or 4 repetitions of each exercise, but I would highly encourage you to do at least 5 repetitions of each movement to your best capacity. And just like for most of us, we brush our teeth twice a day, we eat at least 2 or 3 meals in one day. In the same manner, think of these exercises as the food and energy for your muscles. We eat the food because we need the sustenance from the energy that the food provides us. In the same way, the muscles need to be exercised for them to remain strong and the joints to remain flexible and supple. And it allows for easier movements, easier functioning, and zero pain. Okay? So do your best to practice all these exercises, at least 5 repetitions of each, at least twice a day. So now we're gonna do a beautiful technique, which we call the wood chopping exercise. At least I can speak for myself. I've never chopped wood because I've always lived in a city and grew up in a city. For those who have not had the chance to chop wood, this is a beautiful opportunity to imagine that you're chopping wood, okay? So what you will be doing is that you will imagine a block of wood in front of you like that. And then you will imagine holding an axe with your fingers like this. So you're gripping the handle of the axe like this. Just watch, don't practice. Let me show you a few times and then you can practice at your own pace. So you will begin by holding the hands and the elbows straight like this. As you are lifting the arms up all the way, you will breathe in deeply and vigorously through the nose. And when you bring the hands down in a quick and brisk chopping action, you will breathe out forcefully through the mouth. Like so. Like that. So you want to perform at least 8 to 10 rounds of this particular action. Okay, so this is very, very beautiful because we just mentioned the importance of having relaxed and deep breathing, proper expansion of the lungs to remove all the stale air and energy that tends to stay in the lower part of the lungs. So this is a very powerful exercise. By doing the action, you're actually allowing your diaphragm to push all the stale air out of the lungs in that forceful exhale through the mouth. Okay, so please do not strain yourself. Please do not overexert. Just do it to your best capacity and keep your eyes open and track your eyes as you lift the hands up, looking up, but don't look back. You could lose your balance. Look up like this with the eyes and then, so let's all do it. 5, 7, 8, 10, whatever you can comfortably perform repetitions. Okay? One important note, don't stop here. Allow the hands to go down all the way and make sure the elbows remain straight throughout. So this is the wood chopping action. We call it the stress busting exercise. So as you observed when I was performing it, and as you may possibly be feeling after you have performed it, this is a very, very beautiful technique to mobilize and energize the whole upper half of the body. Ideally, according to the classic position, you are supposed to do this in a squatting position on the floor. Yet, for a lot of people, we cannot squat fully on the ground, and which is perfectly fine. We do it sitting in the chair, and we get the similar benefits, slightly reduced, but still good benefits. And if you cannot even do it sitting down, you can even do the same movement in standing. As you move further up from the ground, the effects are steadily diminished a little bit. But this is a good way to practice it in a comfortable sitting position, okay? So now, just before we do some other breathing exercises, I know I had mentioned earlier, some Q&A will be done at the end, but I would like to just open it for 2 or 3 minutes if anybody has any questions about these particular exercises, because then after this, we're gonna go into some more breathing exercises that I would like to teach you all. So let's have any questions about the exercises only for right now.
Seems like I have not got any questions yet.
That's perfectly fine. So everybody, we will now, so just do your best to remember the neck, shoulder girdle, elbows, hands, open up, close up fingers, wrist rotation, and then the wood chopping exercise, okay? So what I tell my patients in the clinic is we imagine a block of wood in front of us. So you imagine whatever stresses that you may have as that block of wood, and every time you hack down with that forceful action with your hands and breathing out forcefully through the mouth, you imagine that whatever stress you have is just being blown out to smithereens and it's gone. That's it. Forget about it. Just focus on what you want, because what you want is what you get. Okay. So now I would like to share some simple breathing exercises that we all can practice at any time of the day. Especially best time is in the morning, early in the morning if possible, or in the evening after you come back from work if you are still working, or later part of the evening in the nighttime before you go to bed also, just to allow your system to relax and calm down. So we will first spend a few minutes on just developing awareness of breathing, and then after that we'll go into the actual guided breathing meditation that I would like to share with you all. Okay, so again, you sit in a comfortable upright position. If you need some support for your back, it's okay, but just make sure that you don't slouch. You don't want to slouch like that when you're doing this particular breathing exercise. Sit with a back support. You may put a pillow behind your back to allow a more upright and comfortable posture like this. So you're still supported, okay? So sit in that upright, comfortable position and just let your hands rest comfortably in your lap. To enhance the breathing and to allow for a deeper level of relaxation, you may even hold the thumb and the index finger lightly touching each other like this, okay, in both the hands. So you don't have to press too hard, you don't have to strain the other fingers. It's just a relaxed hand position. Think of my hands on my lap, and then just soft, light, gentle touch between the thumb and the index finger, each side. Just gently rest them in your lap. Try to relax the elbows, relax the shoulders, and very gently and slowly close your eyes. And keep the eyes closed throughout until you are asked to open them. Slowly and gently become aware of yourself in this relaxed and upright sitting position. Try to become aware of any areas of tension or tightness in the body, especially in the neck, the shoulders, the back, or the legs. And if you become aware of any areas of tension or tightness, Mentally suggest all these areas to gently relax and let go without any judgment. Gently become aware of any excessive pressure between the tips of the index finger and the thumb of each hand, and make sure there's a gentle and light contact. Now gently and slowly, try to observe the breathing. Without making any effort to breathe in or out, just observe the passive respiration going on right now. Observe the breath go in, gently expanding the chest a little bit, and observe the breath go out, gently relaxing the chest. Modern physiology tells us that an average individual breathes 16 to 20 breaths per minute. However, that is an incorrect normal. At that rate, we are only using less than half the capacity of our lungs, which is a very inefficient way of breathing. To improve the efficiency of breathing, all we have to do is just bring in some awareness in the process. At the next inhalation, just make a very soft and gentle effort to breathe in a little bit slower, deeper, and longer, and observe how much more areas of the chest gently begin to expand without any strain. And then try to make a gentle effort to slowly breathe out through the mouth, very softly and slowly, effortless exhaling through the mouth. And observe how much longer it takes to exhale without any strain. Gently breathe in, slow, soft, long, and deep, gently expanding the lungs and the chest, and feel the diaphragm move down, and gently feel the abdomen slowly expand out. And then pause for a moment, and then slowly breathing out through the mouth. Feel the exhalation take place. Feel the chest region gently begin to relax, the stomach region gently drawn in. As you finish the exhalation, pause for a moment and repeat the same process, slowly and softly breathing in through the nose, expanding the lungs gently to their full comfortable capacity without any strain. Pause for a moment, slowly breathing out through the mouth. And then pause for a moment at the end of exhalation, and again gently repeat. Please continue with this slow, soft breathing. And as you do that, it is observed that the breathing rate is cut into less than half. So from 16 to 20 breaths per minute, with this slight extra awareness and gentle effort, we can cut it down to 8 to 10 breaths per minute very easily, allowing a better and more efficient use of the lung capacity. So when we breathe in, we bring in more oxygen and energy into the body. And when we breathe out slowly with a focused exhalation through the mouth, we are removing all the stale, impure air and energy from the system. Slowly and softly breathing in through the nose, Feel the whole body get energized with oxygen. Very slowly breathing out through the mouth. Feel the whole body begin to relax as all impure air, energy, stress, tension, etc. is cleaned out steadily and completely. Slowly and gently breathing in through the nose. Feel the whole head and neck region get energized, the face, the throat, and the jaws. Slowly and softly breathing out through the mouth. Feel all these areas completely relaxed as all the tension and tightness is cleaned out. Slowly and deeply breathing in. Feel a beautiful energizing effect throughout the shoulders, arms, elbows, forearms, hands, and the fingers. Gently and slowly breathing out through the mouth. Feel all these areas completely relax. Slowly and deeply breathing in through the nose. Feel a beautiful energizing effect throughout the neck, upper, middle, and lower back, the entire spine, all the vertebrae, discs, nerves, and muscles throughout the neck and back. Slowly and softly breathing out through the mouth. Feel a deep relaxation throughout the neck and back. Feel all the tension and tightness just melt away. Slowly and deeply breathing in through the nose. Energize the chest, the heart, and the entire stomach region, including all the internal organs. Slowly and softly breathing out through the mouth. Feel a sense of calmness and peace deep within. Slowly and deeply breathing in. Energize the buttocks, hips, thighs, knees, calves, ankles, and the feet. Slowly and softly breathing out through the mouth. Feel the lower half of the body fully and completely relaxed. Of the body and mind beautifully relaxed. Feel every muscle, every bone, every vertebra, disc, nerve, blood vessel, tissue, organ, gland, every single cell beautifully energized and relaxed. Feel waves upon waves of calmness and peace constantly envelop you from the inside out. And gently and slowly bring the attention and awareness to a point in the center of the eyebrows. And gently visualize and imagine yourself surrounded by a brilliant halo of healing white light. With each breath, feel this healing light enter every part of your body. Every muscle, tissue, bone, organ, every single cell is infused with this healing light until the whole body is filled with this light and lit up. Feel all your stresses, worries simply evaporate in the presence of this light. Because darkness cannot exist when there is light. Feel yourself always protected by this divine light. And as you feel calm, peaceful, and blissful, send this healing light energy to your family, to your friends, near and dear ones, co-workers. Spread this light throughout your community. Allow this light to spread throughout the state, throughout the whole nation, throughout the whole world, the entire cosmos. And experience the truth, reality, and bliss ever existent within. Enjoy the silence. Now, slowly and gently, bring your attention and awareness back to your body in this upright sitting position. Become aware of the different parts of the body. Become aware of the breathing. Bring yourself to the fully present moment. Take a long and deep inhalation through the nose. Slowly and softly exhaling through the center of the lips. Gently open your eyes 1 to 2 millimeters and slowly close them. Gentle, longer, deeper inhalation. Slowly exhaling through the center of the lips. Make a gentle and delicate effort to slowly open your eyes 3 to 4 millimeters, looking at the floor in front of you, and deliberately closing the eyes again. And the last long, deep inhalation, even more slowly with full awareness, exhaling through the center of the lips. Gently and slowly open your eyes and keep them fully open. And experience calmness and peace within and around you and everywhere. Thank you very much for this beautiful opportunity for presenting this presentation. I really thank all of you from the bottom of my heart, and especially Pratik for engaging me with this beautiful session. Thank you. Questions and answers. I'm sorry I may have overshot by a few minutes.
We have, are you able to see the chat comments? Yes. Okay.
Yes. I'm not going to name every individual, but thank you very much for all the thanks that are popping up in the chat. Thank you very much, everybody. So somebody is asking if we can get a recording of this. I have guided relaxation tracks that we have a CD in my office. And if you're interested, you can email me. Your full name and your email address obviously will be there. And our office number I'm going to type. You can even call asking for the information about the relaxation CD. We can arrange for it to be put in a Dropbox account where you can download it to your computer or your cell phone and then have the tracks available whenever you feel the need to relax. There are 3 tracks depending on how much time you have. 6 minutes, 10 minutes, and 20 minutes is the long, deep relaxation track. So if you're interested, I'm just putting my office phone number that you can look at, and then you can also email me if you have any other questions.
I think it is going privately. You have to change to everybody panelist, and I'm going to retype the information again.
Okay.
Yeah. So there is a question, are the exercises and breathing exercises on your CD too?
Only breathing exercises, sorry. I'm in the process of developing a CD or videos and then putting them on CD or putting them online so it's easier access for everybody to be able to do it instead of printing out DVDs. So it's in the process.
Right. This webinar, everybody will get the recording of it. So
yes.
let me stop the recording. Actually, it's going right now.